RACECAR Team 3 Final Group Project, Ball Following.
So for our final group project, we decided to create a new race car level. In that race car level, we would have a ball that would move and bounce at the same time, and we would have a goal in which the car would be able to hit the ball into. Now, in order to create this level, we had to design the level in Unity. In order to create the ball, we used a sphere, and we also created a movable ball object in which we would be able to click on the screen in order to move the ball into that screen so that we could test our code to show that we can follow it. We also added physics to the ball using rigid body, which allows for physical manipulation. We also added a bounciness physics texture to allow the ball to bounce based on gravity. The physics engine was used to add a force to the ball in order to move it in one direction. And we also added a goal in which we 3D modeled, in which if the ball was in the goal, it would show the time taken to complete the level. We also added interaction between the player and the ball, in which a force would be added to the ball based on the acceleration of both the car and the ball.
So along with implementing the level in Unity, we also created code for the car to follow the ball. So in order to align the race car with the ball, we use proportional control in the x-axis. In order to adjust the speed of the car, we would adjust it by the position of the car relative to the y. And in order to program the car to bounce the ball into the goal, we'd have to once again align the race car with the ball, and then once it was close enough, we would move the car at a high speed towards the ball. Deeper look at ball tracking. So since the ball was the only object that was blue, we could use the color camera to track the ball. So we use the area of the ball and to adjust the speed. So if the area was really a large value, we would decrease the speed, and if the area was a small value, we would increase the speed. And so that would allow the speed to be adjusted. And in order to track the position of the ball, we would use the column of the center pixel of the ball, and based on its position relative to the center, we would adjust the angle. And since the LiDAR can only scan in one plane, we decided to not use it.
Here's a deeper look into our ball tracking. So in the Unity level, we could click anywhere on the screen, and that would put the ball in that position. And as you could see, the car goes to that position where the ball is. And you could also see how it slows down the closer it gets to the ball. So here's the final result. The ball starts bouncing right in front of us, and the car will drive slowly up to it the closer it is to hit the ball in the goal, and it'll also align itself while it's doing this. So as you can see right there, the ball went out of the center, so the car aligned it with it, and it's going to hit it into the goal right here, and we'll complete the level.
So we faced a couple of challenges while we were implementing our project. First of all, the Unity software itself. We had some background experience with it and game engines in general, but there was a lot that we needed to learn and figure out in order to implement our new level. Another challenge we faced was having to manipulate and keep in mind all the physics variables of the ball, such as the bounciness and the coefficient of friction. We had to make sure we got these right in order for our car and ball to interact properly. Finally, we had to adjust the speed of the car relative to the ball's position in order to make sure that we were lined up effectively in order to hit the ball into the goal. The problem with this was that the ball was so large that it could cover up some of our sensors and occlude the goal, meaning we couldn't see the goal when the ball was right in front of us. And this made it kind of hard to align properly. Overall, we think our project was successful in that we were able to track the ball, follow it, and ultimately hit it into the goal. Given more time, we would extend this into a two-player game similar to the video game Rocket League, where two autonomous cars can play at the same time and try to score points on each other's goals.
Thank you for watching.